Grahak Sathi, 23 September 2023, Volume 4, Number 13.
Insist on gold hallmarking. Be sure that you are buying pure gold. What is hallmarking of gold? With the upcoming festive and wedding season, many people will be planning to buy gold jewelry. However, even when gold is purchased from renowned shops, there is often doubt about the quality and purity of the jewelry purchased. It is even more so in semi-urban and rural areas where goldsmiths often defraud customers by selling substandard precious metal products. In this issue, we answer your questions about gold jewelry buying, hallmarking, how to check purity, and what you should be careful about while buying gold. What is hallmarking? Hallmarking is a certification that confirms the purity of the gold. It guarantees consumers the purity of the gold they purchase. If any gold product has the Bureau of Indian Standards BIS hallmark, it signifies that its quality follows the standards of BIS. Is gold hallmarking mandatory? The government has made the 6-digit HUID hallmarking mandatory for all gold jewelry and artifacts sold in the market from July 1, 2023. The 6-digit HUID number aims to provide purity assurance and protect consumers' interests. Can anyone sell gold jewelry without hallmark? The new 6-digit HUID hallmark was introduced from July 1, 2021 and it was then implemented in a phased manner. However, the gold hallmark jewelry with 4 marks without HUID was also permitted to be sold along with the 6-digit HUID marked jewelry. Now, from July 1, 2023, the sale of jewelry without the BIS hallmark with 6-digit HUID hallmarking unique identity is completely prohibited. What does the older hallmark show? Till June 2021, the hallmarking of gold jewelry consisted of 4 markings: BIS logo, purity of the article, logo of jeweler, and Assaying and Hallmarking Center AHC. What is the new hallmark and the 6-digit HUID number? The new 6-digit hallmark with HUID number consists of 3 markings: BIS logo, purity of the article, and the 6-digit HUID. Each hallmark article is given a unique HUID number. How does hallmarking benefit consumers? When buying hallmark jewelry, you can be sure that it is genuine and not fake jewelry. It gives assurance about the purity of gold. You can use the BIS Care app to check the authenticity of the HUID hallmark gold item. If your jewelry is hallmark, you will receive the full value for the gold while selling. How to ensure the purity of gold that you buy? In this section, we tell you about how you can ensure that you buy genuine and pure gold jewelry and what you can do if you have old, inherited, unhallmarked jewelry lying with you. How to check if the gold you are buying is real and pure? You can log into the BIS Care app and enter the marked 6-digit HUID to check the purity and other details of gold. At present, hallmarking is done for 14, 18, 20, 22, 23 and 24 carats gold jewelry artifacts. How can you check that the hallmarking is authentic? When purchasing gold, check that the BIS hallmark has three markings: BIS logo, purity and fineness, and the 6-digit alphanumeric HUID. Use the Verify HUID feature in the BIS Care mobile app to verify the authenticity of the hallmark gold jewelry item. What can you do if your hallmark jewelry has shortage in purity? Do you get any compensation? You can get your hallmark jewelry independently tested at any recognized assaying and hallmarking center AHC. If it does not conform to standard of purity as per hallmark, the jeweler will have to pay you a compensation which is calculated based on the shortfall in the purity and the weight of the article. The compensation payment will be twice the amount of purity difference along with the testing charges. You can also file a complaint with the BIS. What to do if your old gold jewelry is not hallmark? It does not make any difference. Consumers can hold their old jewelry as it is. The mandatory hallmarking rule is only for selling of new jewelry items. If you sell an unhallmarked jewelry item or one with the old hallmarking and buy a new item in exchange, then the jeweler should offer only a 6-digit hallmark item. In case you get your old jewelry item melted and get new jewelry made from that gold, then the new jewelry should carry the latest 6-digit hallmark. You must ensure that any gold jewelry or artifacts you purchase now after July 1, 2023 must have the 6-digit HUID. Can you get your unhallmarked jewelry tested for purity? Yes. You can get the purity of your unhallmarked gold jewelry tested at any of the BIS recognized assaying and hallmarking centers AHC. The AHC test report will give purity assurance of your jewelry and will also be useful if you wish to sell your jewelry. Can you get your old jewelry hallmark? Yes. If you want, you can get your old jewelry hallmark through a BIS registered jeweler. Only BIS registered jewelers can approach the AHC for hallmarking of gold jewelry. How much does testing cost? Testing of gold jewelry up to 4 articles will cost rupees 200 at BIS recognized AHCS. For 5 or more gold items, the cost is rupees 45 per article, regardless of their weight. What should you do if you have gold jewelry hallmark with old symbols? Any jewelry which has old hallmarking sign is considered as hallmark jewelry. It will be considered as hallmark jewelry when you want to sell it. How to use the BIS Care app to check purity of gold? The Bureau of Indian Standards BIS has developed the BIS Care app to track all hallmark certified gold and silver jewelry with the objective to help gold or silver buyers. Consumers can use this app to instantly check the purity of jewelry hallmark with the 6-digit HUID number. Download and install the BIS Care app on your phone. Open the app and enter your name, phone number and email address to register. You will receive an OTP. Enter OTP to verify your phone number. To check authenticity of hallmark jewelry, click on Verify HUID option. Type the 6-digit HUID number mentioned on the jewelry in the box. Click on search. You will get all the details about the jewelry, including the following: jeweler who got the jewelry hallmark, jeweler registration number, assaying and hallmarking AHC center, article type, for example earring, necklace, etc., date of hallmark, type of jewelry. What should you do when buying gold jewelry? Refuse to buy jewelry that does not carry the hallmark with 6-digit HUID. Insist on checking the HUID with a magnifying glass and verify its authenticity on the BIS Care app. Check the purity of gold, the name of the assaying center and the jeweler shown for the HUID. Hallmarking is available for gold jewelry of 6 levels of purity: 14, 18, 20, 22, 23 and 24 carats. Ensure that you are getting the jewelry of the purity you ask for. Ensure that the receipt mentions the HUID number and it matches the HUID mark on the jewelry. If your verification of the 6-digit HUID number on BIS Care app shows it to be fake, do not purchase the jewelry. Complain without fail to the BIS or on the BIS Care app.
Editorial team: Chairman CERC and Torch Praful Amin, Chairman CERS Walter Vieira, CEO and Executive Editors Uday Mawani, Associate Editors Anusha Iyer, Rashmi Goyal, Editorial Assistant Meena Bathwi. Address: Consumer Education and Research Center, 801808, 8th floor, Sakar 2, next to Ellisbridge Police Station, Ashram Road, Ahmedabad 380006. Telephone numbers 07935337262 or 65. Email address: complaints@cercindia.org. Toll free helpline number 1800-233-0222. ध्वनि मुद्रण शांता मेहता डिजिटल टॉकिंग बुक लाइब्रेरी, अंजन मंडल, वस्त्रापुर, अहमदाबाद 380015. Voice over by Anil Dave.